So we're back in Cozumel, ready to do another snorkeling video and to show you where to snorkel from the beach. Back in Cozumel, and as you can see from the weather, we're not having the best of weather. We can see it's a little bit cloudy, a little bit overcast, a little bit rainy. But if you check down here at the water still looks pretty good. Looks like we're may find some clear snorkeling. We're gonna check a brand new spot for you guys this time. We're gonna go all the way to, I think it's called Chankanaab. It's a marine park. Chankanaab should be like a fun little snorkeling adventure. Not much of a beach from what I hear, but maybe some really good snorkeling. I've got my son Pierce here with me. I got my other son Brody. Right over there, Brody. Say hi, Brody. We will see you guys in the water. Look at that, rainy day. We're out in the rain, we don't care. I love it that all the taxi ride destinations are priced, so that way you don't feel like you have to negotiate or get ripped off. Guys, are we complaining or not? Just because it's raining? No bad attitudes, right? Made it to Chankanaab. Chankanaab Beach Resort. So you have to check out the botanical gardens. They have replica Mayan ruins built in there, and this is just an amazing path and walkthrough. It's a must-do. Plus, at the end of this, you also come out to their little lagoon pool, which is just a natural, absolute beautiful pool that you can see reef in, you can see coral, you can even see fish. Very, very beautiful. That's natural. See the fish, Brody? Look at him. See him? This is where you can swim with the dolphins too if you want to do that part of it. Look, there's a dolphin like cages right here. You'll see one pop up here in just a second. Come on, dolphin. Just saw him. There he goes. See him over there in the corner? Look at this nice little swimming area. I'm sure you could even snorkel in here, although it'd be a little murky. It's got like sand coming in, but how neat is that? All right, so we finally made it to Chankanaab. It was an experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell them what happened.
We kept on telling them we want to go to Chankanaab. They didn't want to take us here. They wanted to stop on the side of the road and make us pay a certain amount to get here. And then we told them, no, we want to go to the line. It says long line. There was literally nobody in line.
But yet it was a little cheaper buying it through them, but they wanted cash, and we weren't sure. They pulled us on the side of the road, and they didn't want to take us here. A little weird. But when
I think they get a kickback.
Yeah, we didn't have our wallet with us, so they didn't take. They couldn't take our cards because we had them all digital. But when we got here, they were able to snap the card, via Apple Pay, so it was very easy. And the weather here is not the best, but it's not bad. Take a look. This is where we're going to go snorkeling. Right out there. You can see they don't go past those red buoys. So I don't know if you can see the red buoys. So we're kind of ways out there. So I'd like to talk a little bit about the Chankanaab map, and I'm sorry about the quality here because I couldn't find a really good pixeled aerial shot. But
Where we entered was right there in number 1. And so number 1, you can see like kind of it's really smooth on top. Those were some like cave reefs underneath there, but it's really smooth, like all the reef is killed underneath there. Second, you step off of those reefs there, they're kind of smooth, which is kind of cool. You can actually swim up underneath there where there's a lot of fish, and you see where that's where I shot one of the barracudas on the camera. Now in number 2 spot there, that's where I actually saw one of the statues, and I don't know which statue that was. I didn't get to actually film it, but it's right before you can see those platforms out there. The platforms are the 3 white spots that you see on the screen. Number 3 is where I shot that other statue, which is really cool. You've got to go see that statue, and it's kind of deep. It's about 30 foot down. Now number 4 is where I shot some of those other reefs. They're like some big heads of coral. You can see them even in the illustration here in the picture. Really nice, really deep, 35 foot, maybe 30 foot to the bottom, but beautiful, and a lot of fish down there because they're not scared of running from you because they're all hanging around those reefs. Now, if you go over to number 5, that's where I did spot a lionfish. Now, lionfish are going to change sometimes from head to head of coral, but there was a lionfish in one of those heads of coral right over there, right when those reefs started over there. Now, if you go to number 6, there's another statue that I couldn't find. I would have loved to have filmed that for you guys. Apparently, that one is of Madonna, I think, but I'm not 100%. But I didn't quite catch that because when you're out in the water, it's very tough to see where they're actually at. But that would be a cool one to go and check out in between those other 2 platforms where you can actually rest. Now, number 7, that's where I shot that lobster hole I found. There was probably a good 10 lobster in the one hole. And that's going to change year to year, so you might not be able to find that exact reef, but there is so many heads of coral out here that it's amazing to be able to find just a head of coral that is filled with lobster like I found at that point in time. I kept swimming down further on the lower side, and number 8 is where I dove down, and then I saw one of the barracudas that I saw. The other barracuda I saw that went under the little cave area that you see was in number 1, but number 8 was that 3.5 foot barracuda that came up and introduced himself to me. I love that because I introduced myself to him back and swam right at him, and he turned away. It was really cool. There is so many other cool features to Chankanaab. As you can see, I see there's a cave down there. There's that's a little south of what this picture illustrates. I didn't get to go swim over it, or I would have showed that to you, but that's such a cool area for if you're going to be actually scuba diving, because you really can't swim down there, but I would have loved to swim over it and just filmed it for you. Anyway, this is the map that I have, and so at least there's some hot spots that you can go check out. Now it's time to go snorkeling. So let's get in the water. Notice they have these little stairs going down. It makes it really easy to get in the water. And you see the reef areas all around. There's some deep corals out in this area over here. You want to go a little deeper. I think the Chankanaab statue is right in this area, which is really cool. But you also notice, like, all throughout the beach, really easy access to the beach because they really don't have much of a beach here. I mean, they've man-made up here, which is really cool. But I love it that the coral reef is right next to where you swim. So easy access, easy to get in. You see fish immediately when you get into this area.
So now the sun decides to come out, as you can see. So this morning it was rainy. It was not a beautiful day for it. We had a lot of wind, a lot of turbulence, but the water was still clear. We went to Chankanaab, and I'm going to tell you guys, it's a must do. It's a must snorkel. Take your fins, take your gear, because if you go there and you don't have your gear, you can pay $15 to rent it, but it's definitely worth going there and snorkeling. All around the area right next to where you step in is unbelievably calm, or let's say shallow. It's easy, especially if there's no current, if there's no waves. And I will say this, it's a beginner snorkel right there. Lots of fish to see, lots of things to do. If you want to go a little more advanced and go out a little bit further, I'm going to show you on the map, try to label where everything's at. But there's some beautiful heads of coral, beautiful fish. I even saw lionfish, saw some barracuda, and just a lot of lobster, a lot of life there. So definitely Chankanaab and Cozumel is a must-do if you're a snorkeler adventurer like me. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully you can like and subscribe subscribe, and we'll see you next time on my next snorkeling adventure.